My name is Kathleen Marco. I've had the privilege of being the new director at the Cherokee County Historical Museum since March of this year, 2015. It has been a really learning experience since I have been here, since my background is not history or genealogy, nor am I here from Cherokee County. But this community has been very engaging and very they've just opened up their arms to this outsider, and here we are, and we're on our road to doing many things. I have awesome volunteers. Martha Haney, Jim Lewis, Rebecca Holman, just to name a few. Those seem to be my most active volunteers here. And through their guidance and their information or their knowledge of this community, we have engaged ourselves in quite a few adventures here. And I think that we're being really aggressive with what we're trying to do. And it may take years to get these projects done. But it is a labor of love. I've grown to love this community just like the natives love this community. So with that being said, we have reached out and asked for several grants, of which we have been able to get grant money. One of our biggest projects, I think, right now is creating a resource research center in the attic. In order to do that, we have to clean up 30 years worth of stuff and boxes out of the attic. So it will take hundreds of volunteer hours just going through boxes, determining what is going to be a temporary document, what's going to be a permanent document, and then setting up those shelves and setting up like a library upstairs. Well, once you've scanned all this information into the different programs that are provided by the state of Alabama, then we have to download that information, and then we'll have a computer, we'll have scanners, we'll have copiers, and all of those things upstairs. So the process is quite involved. That's the reason I say that I think it may take a couple of years just to get there. We have worked very closely with the Alabama Archives and History, which is where we got one of our grants from, and they have been extremely helpful in helping us to understand what is a temporary and what is a permanent document. The county departments here in Cherokee County have also been very helpful in that I want to make sure they know what we have upstairs, and again, to make sure what we know needs to be archived and saved, and what does not. So again, with all that being said, we have lots of volunteers that are working on that. In the museum, we have over 15,000 items that have been donated that we are trying to find a home for, as far as a location for them. This is 204 pages of items that need locations put on them. We need to know who donated them. We need to know a little bit of history about where they might have been used. And again, once all this information is put together, then we'll be able to put that also into our inventory. Right now we have 2 inventory systems going, so we're trying to also marry those. So volunteers to help with that process would be absolutely huge. And again, will take a very long time to do that. In the meantime, once we get our resource research center set up on half of our attic, the other half we'd like to be able, through the inventory process, to be able to move things around so that we've got room to hold major events. Right now we have several clubs, several political parties. We have a lot of folks that are using our museum for their meetings, and we've got a regular schedule of that going on. But eventually we want to be able to hold bigger events, and we would like to be able to do that upstairs once we get all of our inventory positioned and in the right places. In our basement, it's quite exciting. We have created, one of our local artists, Joe Sewell, has come in and painted a mural about cotton fields. So we're creating an entire farm exhibit around this. On November the 3rd at 9:30, we will have a ribbon cutting. And so Joe will be here, of course the chamber will be here, and I hope a lot of other people at the same time, because this is a major accomplishment. Jim Lewis and Martha Haney are also currently working on a Trail of Tears exhibit there'll be none like it in North Alabama. So we'll probably have a ribbon cutting for that, and that'll be a big party for that as well. Also, the first week in November, the museum will be 30 years old. So we're going to have a birthday party all week. This birthday party will we'll have the ribbon cutting on Tuesday the 3rd, and then the rest of the week we'll have cupcakes, and we'll have a big birthday card for everybody to sign. And I'm also trying to have a reunion of the Jordan family. This was originally the Jordan store. They occupied it from 1921 to 1975. So I'd like to have a reunion of the Jordan family, kind of coming by to kind of look and see what we've done, with the building. And then also the Minix family. Bob Minix was the first director here at the museum. So I would like to have a reunion of his family here as well. So we've sent all this information out to the media, radio, and other means as well. So we hope that we will have a really good turnout for this as well. There are future projects. There will always be projects to work on here. And again, with the aid of these fabulous volunteers, we'll bring it all together, and we can always use more. So if you've got some time to donate it, then bring it on. Thank you so much, and look forward to meeting you all.